ਦਲੇਰਾ ਸੱਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਸ਼ੂਵਰ ਸੱਚ ਜਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਾਕੇ ਕੰਨੀ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਬੱਬਰ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਹੈ ਫੁੱਲ ਦਲੇਰਾ ਸੱਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਤਿੰਨ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਨੇ ਪੱਟ ਹੋਣੀਏ ਜੱਟ ਦੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਤਿੰਨ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਨੇ ਪੱਟ ਹੋਣੀਏ ਜੱਟ ਦੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਦੇ ਉਹ ਘੋੜੇ ਚਿੱਟੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਘੋੜੇ ਚਿੱਟੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਸ਼ੂਵਰ ਸੱਚ ਜਟਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਾਕੇ ਕੰਨੀ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਬੱਬਰ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਹੈ ਫੁੱਲ ਦਲੇਰਾ ਸੱਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਘੋੜੇ ਚਿੱਟੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ
के डियो गल्ला ना सारी तू गेड़ा तमारी तू यारा तो हुंदी नी बोर गंदा कि तू चैस उदा कूड़िया दे बैस बेटी कॉल मी ऑन माय फोन जे तू करना रोमांस फील करे शाई वाले शर्त लगाई मेरी अखां विच देख तैनू करदा गे हाई नी दो विच कोठी खांदा मोटी यार ने पक्के असी नी रखे नी चमचे थाड़ियां नी ओ घोड़े चिट्टे कुड़ियां ब्राउन गड्डियां कालियां नी ओ घोड़े चिट्टे कुड़ियां ब्राउन गड्डियां कालियां नी
ओ घोड़े चिट्टे कुड़ियां ब्राउन गड्डियां कालियां नी ओ घोड़े चिट्टे कुड़ियां ब्राउन गड्डियां कालियां नी ਕਿਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਪੱਟਿਆ ਜਾਣਾ ਨੀ ਟੀਸੀ ਦਾ ਵੇਰਿਆ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤੇਰੀ ਜੰਗਲ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਜੱਟ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਆ ਗੋਰੀਏ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਡਰਨਾ ਧੋਖਾ ਜਰਨਾ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਜਾਨੀ ਤੇ ਕਰਨਾ ਰੋਜ਼ ਦਿਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ
ਹੋ ਤਿੰਨ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਨੇ ਪੱਟ ਹੋਣੀਏ ਜੱਟ ਦੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਿੰਨ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਨੇ ਪੱਟ ਹੋਣੀਏ ਜੱਟ ਦੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਦੇ
ਉਹ ਘੋੜੇ ਚਿੱਟੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਘੋੜੇ ਚਿੱਟੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਗੱਡੀਆਂ ਕਾਲੀਆਂ ਨੀ
Okay. So I hope everyone is getting my audio clearly. So there is one message that I have put in the chat, which is basically if you want to cover any news, please put link in the chat, because a lot of people are sending a lot of links to me personally on my Telegram. But I feel those links are important, those news are important, so that's why I decided that I should be covering that right here on the live stream, right? So yes, if you have any, please put that link down below, and let's start in meantime. Okay, so very first thing is I'm going to cover really important news. If you following my channel is quite creating content around phishing, right? So if I take that phishing into the mind, this news is one of the important news out there. Okay, so let me pull my screen up and let me share something. Okay, so very first news is about the Go. Okay, so I know like this is not related directly to phishing, but this is related to you because you are using the development tools, whatever are there required in the phishing, right? So that's why. Okay, so very first thing is there are some packages in the Go, because the Evilginx is also designed in the Go. A lot of people are doing modifications in the Evilginx and they are using that modification as it is without knowing what exactly is happening behind in the code. Even a lot of people connecting me to share their modified source code to me to find if there is anything wrong in that particular code, right? So for those people, this particular news is, so basically what is happening, there are some modules who are wiping the disk out. So a lot of people are doing local setup of the Evilginx by watching my videos, but I usually don't recommend until you have the VirtualBox installed, because if you have the VirtualBox installed, then whole process will be isolated. So for example, malware like this, let's say someone is adding this particular library into the, let's say, Evilginx, and sending that modified source code to you, and you are using that particular source code in your local computer, then there is a chance that it will directly wipe out all of your data. But if you use in the, let's say, VirtualBox, VMware, whatever it is, then there is a chance that you might be able to save your data, as it will be only erasing the virtual disk, not the actual disk where you are using the basically computer. Okay, great. Next news, by the way, I'm going to put that particular link here in the chat also, so that you'll be also able to know. Okay, so let me open the next news. Next news is around the phishing only. So this is about the social media phishing. So right now, this particular method has been gaining the popularity like really fast. Why? Because there are few reasons. So usually what happens for phishing, people are using the usual methods, which is email. They are collecting the specific profile emails and targeting or doing some campaign or something, right? So I totally understand that how exactly the flow is going. Flow is going in the mind by checking where the users are. For example, uh, there is a recent news that there was a power outage in the Spain and Portugal. So what the hackers did is they basically created phishing link by saying, we are sorry for your loss, the power outage is there, and here is the refund that we are offering. Okay, you are eligible for refund. And basically they were targeting those particular users. So how exactly that was happening? That was happening through the emails. Okay, but nowadays days has been changed. Not all people check for the email. So right now people are using social media bits. Okay, how exactly the social media bit? So if you remember, in the WhatsApp there were like lots of messages floating around. If you click on this particular link, then hence it is a new year, this company, this Airtel, Jio or telecom company will give you free data or for XYZ, whatever it is, like, so similar kind of campaign. So this campaign can vary from lot of things. Let's say if they are targeting the general user, they might go to the Facebook, they might go to the Instagram. If they are targeting professionals, then they will go to the Telegram. If they are targeting the working professional in specific sector, then they can use Twitter. Sorry, last was also Twitter. Then they can use the Twitter, they can use the LinkedIn, and right now the Twitter is the most popular thing. Facebook and Twitter are having most spammy messages. Most of the phishing is happening on these two platforms only. And matter of fact, there is a no protection. In the email, we have spam filter, right? So if we send the link, there is a no chance that it will go into the inbox or not. But when we send DM on the Instagram, when we send DM on the Facebook, it will not go to the spam. User will definitely interact with it, and if he thinks it is spam, then he might report. But after reporting also, your account will no go down, no will not go down immediately. You will have several lives before going to the down, right? So this is like most efficient marketing campaign, sorry, phishing campaign that attackers has been planning using the social media. And most targeted platform is X, which is Twitter, and the second is Facebook. Why X? Because on the X there is a no useless crowd. Every single guy who is on X either doing something or earning something. So that becomes like monetizable people. The second thing is X has a quite branding that what, like, if I go to the X, what is my persona? My persona is I'm cybersecurity expert, right? So similarly, we can find the people who has different persona because they mention everything and their post is also related to that particular topic. And if you go to the single person of that particular topic, then you will find you will getting lot of suggestion about similar topics, right? So that makes easier to collect the persons on the Twitter to conduct the campaign. And I've been seeing lot of Twitter bots are there are already doing this such campaign, but they are doing for the crypto. They are not doing for the regular whatever it is, right? They are doing for the crypto. I'm not promoting anyway phishing here, but I am saying this is the new method of the phishing. Email days of the email are gone. Now if you want to target, if attacker wants to target some professionals, then they are using Twitter. Okay, that's it. Okay, now let's move to the next news, which is this one. So how exactly the majority phishing attacks are happening? Okay, so as I said, the social media is quite growing. So can you see right now the email and SMS was the way to go for the phishing in the past. So SMS has been regulated by the providers like Geo or any telecom provider out there. They have strict restriction by the government that they should be able to regulate the phishing. So that's why people nowadays are more educated also. They don't believe, they don't trust the SMS coming from the number, they trust the SMS coming from the some letters or something, right? Like the official handles of the SMS from which you get the messages. Like if you do transaction, you will get the bank message, right? And in the bank message there will be bank name in the capital letter written BOI or something, right, in the message. So people trust that. So that's why the SMS section has gone too much down. Next was the email. Email was second popular method by which the phishing was happening. But nowadays there are a lot of advanced email filters, including AI and everything. So that became a lot of companies for implementing the spam filter really easily to block all phishing emails, right? So the emails is also gone. Okay, now what is left? The messaging app and social network. So right now the messaging app is mentioned separately, but it's eventually the same thing. Okay, the messaging app and the social media is quite same thing. If you check which popular messaging app you use, you will say I use Messenger, I use WhatsApp, and I use basically Instagram DMs and all. So if you check closely, then these are social media only. So social media share is now growing from 24% to almost 40%. Okay, so and in future it will start, it keep growing basically, until and unless there are filters, there are spamming filters in the social media DMs also. Yes, live lover, you can ask the question. Okay. Okay. Now, next thing is PDF. PDF is obviously not anyone. Every single guy has specific software on their Windows, so PDF spamming is also on. Okay. So right now, what I am going to say, what I want to say, the social media is next next platform where effectively phishing will happen, and it's started already. Okay, great. Let's move to the next news. Meantime, you can drop the questions. Okay, so next news is about the yes, phishing attacks only. So this is the next news. There was a power outage in the Portugal and Spain. So basically what the spammers did is they had already created the database of the uh, people in their countries. I don't know how, maybe some data leaks in the dark web or something, and they targeted that particular. They used that particular situation of the power outage to send the phishing email saying you are eligible due to power outage. You are eligible. You can see sample here. You are eligible for the refund from the power company, which was Tap Air, and they were able to conduct the successful attacks and was able to collect millions of dollars, and they use PayPal for laundering the millions of dollars as per the reports. Okay. Life over is saying, have you got the iCloud Fishlet to work? Yes, there is a small issue, but yes. Okay. Now let's move to the next news. So if you are following my pattern, or if you are following the news pattern, then you will come to conclusion that it is all about social engineering. It is all about the social engineering. Okay. So here is the next news. It's about the WooCommerce users targeted by the fake patch phishing campaign deployed site backdoors. So now you know the phishing is not only happening in the sectors of the financial, phishing is happening in the all of the sectors. And apparently more profitable phishing is in the technical sector rather than the financial sector. How? Take an example of this particular WooCommerce targeted fake patch phishing, whatever it is. So there was a critical vulnerability in some plugins. So that's why there was a patch released online. But not all users are updating their websites and using that particular patch. So that was the golden chance for attackers or phishers or spammers. They use that particular email word list and they basically conducted a campaign against that particular opportunity, and they were able to install a lot of rootkits, not rootkits, backdoors on the WordPress website. And let me give you one example. So let's say there is a one news a website, WordPress website called the Hacker News, something like this, which has millions of users every single day, millions of users every single day. And let's say that particular website gets compromised by using this attack. What are the chances? First of all, you got full control of their users' data. The second of all, a phishing attacker will have complete access to content of the website where he can put the links to external site, probably another phishing page claiming to give some financial benefit for loyal users of the website or something. The third, he has he can financially benefit that particular, let's say, WordPress website. If this website is shopping website, then he might install his own payment gateway. He might add the crypto payment gateway and launder money through the crypto. So possibilities are endless. So be aware, stay safe from these particular attacks. Okay. So yeah, that's all about the targeted phishing campaign happening in the tech world. Okay. I think I have one more news. Therefore, I will come to your question. Let me just cover last news, I guess. Is this last? Yes, it is last. Okay, so this is the news. Can you see my screen? Yes, you can see. New Mints loader drops ghost wave view phishing click fix attack. So in the past also I have explained many times that what is the click fix attack. So let's say you are facing some issues and you are like searching for that particular solution online. Like let's say you are trying to book the train tickets and you don't maybe there is an issue with some payment gateway in the train booking platform, and people are now searching online what is the solution for that particular situation. In that situation, most of the spammer will basically use their brain. They will take advantage of this situation and they might create click fix attack. Basically, they will create a one rootkit or some kind of backdoor, some kind of malware, which will claim after installing it will fix some issue in your browser, which will lead to the successful fixing the issue, whatever is happening. I'm just giving you a hypothetical scenario, but yes, similar scenario can happen and already happened. Okay, and once the user is installed, it will be deep down in his system, and user is not going to completely delete his system and reinstall again. Probably he will just add one antivirus software if he come to know that he has been exposed to the virus. Okay, and that is useless because he will be still having the attacker will be able to still maintain the access to that particular device. So that's exactly is happening in the click fix. Okay, the name itself says. So here is a complete flow of that click fix. There is a malware part also, and there is a lot of things. You can just go ahead and check it by yourself. Okay, now life over. Come to your question. Let me come to your question. By the way, please put the questions in the chat box that you want to be answered. So live over is saying basically what is the issue with the fishnet of the iCloud. So the issue is it is using multiple firewalls in the multiple levels. So on the first level, it has a WAF, which is AWS Web Application Firewall. On the second level, it is using Cloudflare's protection. I don't know, Apple is quite big company. I don't know why they don't develop their own. They are using, first of all, AWS firewall. Then they are using the cloud bot protection from the Cloudflare, which is blocking the request in the second level. So obviously out there in the market, I'm not saying on my end, but there are solutions available to bypass the AWS firewall, web application firewall. There are solution for the bypassing the Cloudflare bot page also, but I haven't got hands on at it. Like, I haven't seen by myself yet. Okay, so that's where basically uh, the issue is. And will you post a files for or it will be paid? That matter is completely private. That's not supposed to come on this particular platform, right? Anyway, please don't put any sensitive messages in the chat. If you have any question, please start asking the questions. Meantime, let me check the website, because on the website also I'm getting a lot of quality questions, but due to lot of work pressure, I'm not able to maintain my answers on the platform. Okay, so one of the popular question in this week was proxy host in the fishnet. How exactly we can decide which proxy host we should be using in the fishnet? So if you are following my course, then definitely you know that I have already covered that particular topic in the course also. But let me give you one example. Let's say, I know if you are creating the fishlet for the desktop website, then yeah, you will go to directly to the burp. You will open the website, you will see the host, and you will use the host as it is, right? Or you can just open the developer menu, check the request where it is sending, and you can use the host as it is, right? But what about the mobile website? How you will be able to know what is the host for the mobile website? Like for example, Facebook has a different host for the desktop website and different host for the mobile website. Website host loads default pages on the yum.facebook.com or fb.facebook.com. So in that case, how you'll be able to know that particular host? Basically, what you can do is there are quite plugins available on the Chrome browser which you can install. Basically, you can install on the Burp browser also. For example, I use one plugin called the User Agents Changer. So what this basically does is it helps me to showcase my device as a different device. I can give you demo also for that. I'm not sure I have the Burp browser. Let me just give a try saying Burp. No, I don't have, but I do have Chrome browser. What I will do, I will open one Chrome browser profile that I have created for testing, and I can show you right away. Okay, so for example, this particular website, which is facebook.com. So right now, if you check host for this particular facebook.com, if you check the host for this particular facebook.com, the default desktop page is loading on the www. If you check very first request, can you see the host is www.facebook.com. But if you just change the device size to the mobile phone device, and from the response you will select the Surface 7 Pro, or let's say iPhone XR, Apple 12 Pro, whatever it is, and if you refresh, then you will see that the domain has shifted from the www to the m.facebook.com. Not only that, whatever the CDN is delivering the files, that is also specific to mobile website. Mobile website has a different CDNs, and that particular desktop website will also have a different CDNs. Not only that, it can also change in the regions also, right? So how exactly you will be able to know that? Basically, you can use this particular method that I just used. You can just enable the mobile screen from here. You can select in the drop down whatever device you want to select, and just refresh, do all process, and you will see your host here. If you want to go one step easier, then you can use the Burp browser, and in the Burp browser you can do exactly same thing, and you will be able to come to know the host. Now the Facebook has the little bit loose security, okay, because of they want to make billions of people use Facebook really easily, okay. But some website has a restricted access, and they will be stricter on their rules. So in that case, what you can do is there are plugins like user agent changer or something, right? So basically, right now I have changed to the iPhone 12 Pro, but this whatever the user agent this particular window is using is probably outdated. So what you can do is you can just say user agent switcher, something like this, and you will find list of the plugins. Not this one. I think I use one plugin which is Currently not. Yeah, this one I use this one. This is the one of the best plugin. It has lot of options. Okay, so what you can do is you can simply go here, and can you see it's saying Chrome, whatever it is. So we can select the browser right here. So I will say mobile Chrome, and here I will set device to the Android, and it will give me the all possible newest user agents for that. I can just click on that and apply to all tabs, or I can say apply to the single tab. Okay, so hence I said apply to all tabs. It will be applied here also. So if I refresh right here, can you see previously it was not showing get Facebook app for Android, but now it is showing get Facebook app for Android, even if I have iPhone 12 Pro enabled right here. So that means whatever the default Chrome method is, this is not working. So that's why we have to use this particular plugin. Can you see? I just install and I use it, and I got this particular option right here. So if I just reset, okay, reset and apply to all tab, and if I just refresh, can you see the download option has been removed. So now if I click user agent and click on the, let's say, this particular tab, go back and refresh, can you see it is saying download Facebook app for the Android. Not only that, if I change to the iOS, let's go to the iOS. Where is the iOS? Okay, if I go to the iOS and click on the apply, and if I go to the refresh, it should say either go to the Apple Play Store, sorry, Apple App Store, or it is not saying anything at all. So let's try something else. Instead of this, I will say Safari. Safari is there? Yeah, Safari is there. So Safari iOS, apply to the all tabs, and let's refresh. Okay, for Apple is basically not showing. I don't know why, maybe some privacy rules from the Apples or something, but for Apple it's not showing. Anyway, you got the idea how I do it. Okay, you got the idea. You can use exactly same method. Great. Now, next question. Let me go to the website. Let me get the. Okay, so I know this particular question has lot of fan following. How to prevent URL sent in spam. So basically, how to avoid spam filters. I already told that particular guy that I am not an email expert, but I know few best practices that you can do. On the email server side, you can use the mail content that is not AI generated, because in Gmail there is by default AI content generator detection. The second, content should be not spammy in the first place. So what exactly is not spammy? So click here, you will get 1,000 bitcoins. Obviously it's spammy, right? So content should be logical, not spammy. The second thing, make more static content. So a lot of people will put lot of HTML email there, in which lot of remote content is getting loaded. Maybe some emails, maybe some JavaScript, maybe some CSS file. It is not recommended basically, because if you do so, there is a chance that you will be losing a lot of trust points. The third thing is make link should be a single, not a spam page directly. So basically in email there should be only single link, and that should also not go to the spam page, because if it is going directly to the spam page, obviously Google's bot will come to know already. Okay, great. The second thing is doing changes on the link side, using Cloudflare turnstile, using redirector, using random domains for fish, using bot enable mode on the Cloudflare, if possible getting the go domain with the good reputation. These are the basic practices that you can follow to avoid that particular spam. Okay, great. Now let me move to the next question, which is where can I buy the bulletproof VPS domain name that don't block users? So I answered that particular guy by on the Shinjeru and this spaceship, but he said that Shinjeru blocked him immediately, almost immediately, as soon as he created the account. I'm not sure what is the issue with the Shinjeru, but hence he allows anonymous payments, anonymous users. He should not be blocking that particular user. If he is using IP from, I don't know, some blocked server of the Tor or something, or dark web or something, or onion routing, then there is a chance that he might get blocked, okay, or he is using some public proxy or something. So in that case there is a chance he will get blocked, but usually that shouldn't happen in case of the Shinjaru. And I'm not saying only Shinjaru. Get any service which is local and has a variety of payment methods, mostly anonymous payment methods. Okay, great. Let me go give to the next question, and that will be our final question. If I don't get any question in the chat, I think that will be my final question. Okay, let's pick the question which is most relevant to the all people. Oh, this one, segmentation violation code. Okay, let me share my screen also. So this is the question. Segmentation violation code equals to 0 cross 1. Okay. So this is one of the new issue I have been seeing in two users so far. So basically when they link or they use that particular Evilginx, then they get this particular validation issue. Now there is a two ways by which you can get this particular error. I have got that particular error, but not with the Evilginx. I have got on my server on bare metal. When I used to have my own server, I am having my own server, like physical server. In that way we installed RAM sticks, right? So if there is an issue with that particular RAM sticks, then this particular error comes in, right? So I told him basically there is a chance that your server might have corrupted RAM, which is causing this particular issue. So either you change the server or you change the provider. Two things. So he changed the server, but still same issue happened. So I am not sure what to do. And he also mentioned that this is only happening with the Evilginx and it is not happening in the system logs. So there is a high chance that it is causing by the Evilginx, but I don't know how. How exactly the server, one software can cause the memory corruption in the server itself. So that's the issue. I don't know how. So it might be possible that he is using ARM CPU instead of using the x64 or x86 architecture of the CPU. There is a chance. I'm not sure for 100%, but yes, there is a chance that he might be using that particular. So I first asked the what is the server, what is the that. So everything was there, and I finally said that this is probably the bad memory in the hardware. That's all I can answer from my knowledge. If you have more insight on this one, please go ahead here and please answer it. Okay, and let me cover one more question. This is the question: fishlet and backdoor. If you keeping the eyes open and ears hearing in this particular section, then I have already covered this one. Like some people are having the backdoors in the software itself, right? So obviously I haven't covered in the Evilginx specifically. Richard, hello Flex, I have ordered to come back. I have not shared and all, but I will ask the questions before start. Which of the videos I should be starting with? Richard, I think in the last video also you came, you asked and you go. I haven't seen your entry. But hence you are saying, let me just do that first. Okay, let's finish this backdoor. So basically it is possible to have the backdoor in the Evilginx. Make sure that whatever the modified source code you are getting from someone, make sure you trust that particular person. If you don't trust that particular person, and if you trust OpenAI company, which I don't recommend, then you can use the AI analyzer to analyze code also. If you don't want to use that also, then I will suggest learn the basic Go and analyze by yourself. Mostly analyze the file which is http underscore go. http underscore proxy.go. Okay, great. Now, let me do one thing. Let me move to the shop dot this particular website where the Richard is asking the question about. Wait, Richard, let me answer. First of all, if you are the beginner, absolute beginner, you don't know shit about the Evilginx, you should be going with this one. Okay, this is the one. But if you know a little bit about the Evilginx to the intermediate level, then also I'll recommend go with this one first, where you will be having the all concept clear if you don't have any, and you will have guide to the advanced level. You using the video practical tutorial. And once you complete that one, then you can get the modified source code. Remember, in the modified source code, there are no videos. There are only files which contains the source code. There are messages in which I have shared the snippets to do some actions. For example, there is an update in the office which is basically leaking the or reporting the phishing domain to the office server or original office website. So how exactly we can track that and remove that? That is the one fix, the snippet that I have shared in that particular group, right? So yes, snippets are there, the short codes are there, the files are there. There are no video training in this one. Okay. So, Richard, and at the end, the whole tutorial, I will be able to understand, do all the things. Yes, Richard, you will be able to do all of this, whatever you want to do. And in case you face any issue, then you can go to the website. Where is the website? The fluxset.com. You can go to fluxset.com and you can ask the questions here. Right now, we have more than 200 questions, if I'm not wrong. So, if I go to the about section, it shows somewhere here how many posts are there. Okay, it has 422 members that I know, but where? Okay, so I think I should go to sitemap. Sitemap. Oh shit! I know where to check. I know where to check. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. So I'm using this particular service which is indexme.in, where I can basically index my URLs to the Google. So if I go to the Fluxset website and if I go to the links, it will show me exactly count for the links. So it has over 20 pages and each page contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are around 200 active questions. So yeah, links collected 200. So there are 200 questions related to the Evilginx which is already answered on the website. You can go there, check if the question exists, you will get your answer. If not, you can ask and I'll be there to answer, and a lot of other people will be there to answer too. Okay, so if you check the questions, a lot of people are involving in the discussion and answering each other. Okay, great. I was the customer who paid view bitcoins some days back. Okay, okay, thank you. I think I will just buy the second one also, and then when I am done with the first one, I'll be able to do the second one. Yes, but see, don't just buy and don't just watch in the chunks. Okay, see, I know like you're buying, I'm getting sales, I'm getting profitable, but what's the point if you're not getting benefited from that? Okay, my intention of creating that particular course is giving you knowledge in cheap price. If you check the original course is around 400 euro, so my intention was giving you everything in the uh, uh, least amount possible, which is $50-$60, and giving you all information, because in the original course all information is also covered, but in the original course it is covered in the hard language where not all concepts are simplified for the beginners users or for those who haven't done the modification. So that was my intention, giving you the most simplest possible way. Okay, great. Anyway, please don't skip the videos. Please watch each and every video in the course one by one without skipping, because I have a bad habit. I usually don't put everything in the sequence. Sometimes I'm explaining about the Evilginx and meantime I will cover one point from the Gofish because it was related to that. So this way I share a lot of points. So like I am afraid you will miss some knowledge from me. So that's why I say don't skip, don't fast forward, watch every single video in the course, and after that if you have any question you can connect me directly or you can come to the website post the question there, and yes, I'll be there to answer your question. Okay, great. So I think, yeah, that's all in this particular stream. If you have any question, you know where to ask. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next stream. Thanks for supporting. Today we had 29 concurrent users. That is like new record for me. Okay, so yes, please keep following, please keep supporting, and I'll be happy. Okay, where is end stream button? See you.